What's up, guys? In this episode, late night marketplace deals. You'll have to watch and see what I buy, but I'm going to get a lot of use out of it. You can see it's freezing out, but stay tuned. That thing is so cool. Made it back home with the frame, and I gotta say, that was the coolest marketplace deal I've ever had. Brandon Bice is the name of the guy. He owns Bice Customs. The truck that he had in his driveway was insane. So the frame that I bought came from this truck, and he had this truck from his grandpa, which already I think is an awesome story. He measured the entire frame, got all the stock mounting locations, all that, and then decided to put all of this design in CAD and cut it all out on his plasma table, fabricate it together, and dude, it's unreal. It's unreal the amount of talent this guy has in his, like he said, his 2-car garage with an outdoor 2-post lift. And one of the nicest guys out there. We talked, I got his number. I'd say we're friends now. I think he's a cool dude. But I've told him, like, hey, there's so many times that I need brackets or something made, and, you know, it's either me sitting there with a little hacksaw trying to get it cut out or spending way too much time by hand trying to make it work, and then it still doesn't look very good. He told me, make a template, bring it over, and we'll get it cut out. So he's awesome dude. Looking forward to having his help on some things. But yeah, all you guys, go check out Bice Custom Fab. Yeah, Bice Custom Fab on Instagram. And I mean, you guys will be amazed. He's, like I said, super cool guy. Want to give him some extra business if he can, but go check him out.
Tomorrow.
All right, so last night we went and picked up that frame, and today it's really cold, first off, but I think I'm going to go ahead and try to get some of the front suspension components off, at least the coil spring buckets, and maybe the I-beams, like the actual I-beams. That way I can compare them to what's on this truck, because that is a 67 frame, and it says things are a little different, but that's kind of why I got it, so I can compare. Everything from the back of the cab forward is exactly the same on the frames. I say exactly. Might have a different leaf spring, or not leaf spring, I-beam design, but other than that, it's good. Where these trucks are different is in the back, the frame is actually wider, so being a 150, an F-150 versus an F-100, the frame on this truck is a little wider in the rear. It's 4 inches wider. So I got this one because if I ever do put this body on it, which I don't think I will, because I want to keep this truck how it is, but I think I'm going to save that frame and potentially do a fiberglass deal with it. Who knows? I don't know. The option's there. But either way, that frame being narrower, I can get like a 12-inch wide wheel and still put my 275s on it. And it'd be kind of have that stretched look and get more of the actual tire on the ground because it'll stretch it out. So, anyway, we're going to get started. I got the truck warming up because everything's on the trailer still. So I'm going to pull that forward and get all my drills and stuff out there and start drilling out these rivets and get the leaf springs off. So, man, it's cold. This is going to suck. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to move that further in a little bit because that seemed sketchy. Ooh, it is a chilly one today. Today's episode, how to lose teeth. So close. If I wasn't cheap, I would just buy a coil spring compressor. Whew. Man, that's intimidating. Okay, let's get this other shot. Trailer is a solid sheet of ice right now. I aimed it right at me. Got it. guys. As you saw, it's dark out now, but I needed to get another carbide blade for my oscillating saw, but I got them both. They're both off. They're both in amazing shape, and I cannot wait to get these cleaned up. I already kind of wire wheeled this one, but I think I'm going to needle scale it, get in cracks and crevices a little bit better. But regardless, I'm really, really, really excited with how that's coming out. Just, I don't know, it just looks good. I'm really excited about it. I mean, that's all there is to it. We repaired this one, me and my buddy John from Hoops Hot Rods. We repaired this one a while ago, and it works, and it's honestly probably stronger than factory. Let's be honest, we plated that thing, and I'll show you when I get it off, but it's super strong. But I figure if I can have a nice factory one, because I'm going to get these all cleaned up, I'm going to hit them with some POR 15, clean them up really good, and go from there. But yeah, step one, getting those off. We're good to go. So I don't really know 100% what I'm doing with the other frame as a whole yet. There's a lot of options. A, put this entire truck body on that frame. That frame is immaculate. We've repaired this frame in a couple spots, and I trust it entirely. Like, it's a really solid frame. The truck's in really good shape. But being an Ohio truck, and actually Canada for a little bit, the back where all the salt and stuff was getting thrown around by the rear tires, the back of the frame was pretty rusty. Ethan and I welded that up. Can't even tell now. We got new brackets on there. It looks real good. This frame, spotless as can be. I don't know how, but it's really killer shape. The issues are the back of the cab forward matches up perfect. The bed does not match up. I need to measure the wheelbase to be for sure, but I think the wheelbase is off, and I know the width of the frame is different. In the rear, the fronts are the same. The F-150s get wider in the rear. So, with that being said, it'd be a little difficult. It wouldn't be hard, but I would just have a little bit of challenge. But if I do put this body on that frame, it is going to have the QA1 tubular front suspension, killer kit, makes everything super easy, bolts right up. You might have to drill a couple extra holes, but aside from that, it uses all factory mounting locations, which is sick. So, use that frame, put that nice tubular front end on it, move the cab over, and bolt the bed on. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see what happens when I get there. Option B is find either a steel cab or find the fiberglass cab from US Body. US Body makes cab, doors, removable front clip, and bed sides, all fiberglass. The only thing is, like I said, I'll either do a steel cab or a fiberglass cab. If I do a steel cab, obviously it's going to be about a quarter, if not eighth of the price of the fiberglass one, and I only need the shell. So I'll cut the firewall and cut the floor out of it. And then I'll put a cage on it, put a cage on this frame, and I would love to build a long travel suspension and a single lower A-arm long travel suspension, you know, with the strut cups and all that stuff up on the roll cage in the engine bay. I think I could do that relatively easily. And especially now that I can take measurements off of this truck on that frame, get measurements from this truck to use on that frame if I make that suspension. I don't know. There's a lot of options. As for the engine, there's talks of maybe doing a diesel power plant. My brother has a lot of connections in the diesel world. So I don't know. That might be an option. I might put the big block out of this truck in that chassis if I do the fiberglass lightweight body, and I'll build a more mild 460 for this truck. I don't know. I got plenty of options, and I got time. I'm going to wait, obviously, for the barn to be done because I'm not doing all this stuff in the winter and snow and all that. So, but it was a deal that I couldn't pass up. So, here we are. Let me know what you guys think I should do with it. Easiest route would be leave this truck alone, put the new parts on it that I need, and then do everything on that frame, build the roll cage, set the shell down on it, add the other panels, all that stuff. That's the easy route. I don't know. Like I said, let me know what you guys think. Anyways, let's finish cleaning these up, and we'll get them painted. Okay, don't tell my wife, but I'm in the basement in our bathroom downstairs, so I'm currently degreasing these parts. So that is gross. Gotta clean that up. Anyway, let's go over to the other side, over here, and eventually I'm going to have a little paint thing set up here, and I'm just gonna hit up with POR 15. So I'm just gonna get all that. There's a hot dog. Get that painted. I'm gonna hang them on something. I don't know yet. But I'm gonna paint them down here because it's freezing outside and I actually want the paint to stick. So once that one dries, once this one dries, and once the paint comes in, I'll get that done. All right, guys, these are pretty much done. I just put a little extra coat on some thin spots just to make sure that they stay good, because I don't want to have to take these off again and paint them later, because taking this stuff off with the rivets already sucks, but with bolts it'll be easier. Still plenty of stuff to do. But anyway, with this being done, I also ordered new bushings and stuff for my current I-beams and radius arms. Those should be here. One of them will be here today. The other one will be next week. So whenever those come in, I'm gonna go ahead and get these put on my truck, on the black truck, and redo the suspension on that. So that'll be in the next video, just kind of tackling front suspension updates on that. So be on the lookout for that. That'll be coming out soon. But the more and more I think about it, I think I really wanna do the front suspension on that frame to be a single lower A-arm. 10 Soldiers makes a kit for strange struts to where I can make the A-arm go right to the frame, and then I get the strut and I put the strut cup way up top, you know what I mean? Get a nice long travel. And then, because I plan on caging that frame and putting really whatever body I want on it, because I'm just going to use the shell, drop it down over top and get that done. But yeah, I definitely think I'm going to get that kit from 10 Soldiers. It's pricey, but I think it'll definitely be set up. A visitor. Anyways, yeah, so next video is coming out soon. We'll be redoing this front suspension entirely. Anyway, with this being done, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this video up. Thank you guys for watching. Like I said, stay tuned for the next one. Appreciate all of you. I'll see you guys on the next one. Stay tuned, because I will be working on that other frame, and we're gonna try to do some cool suspension stuff with that. So, but that's down the road after the barn's built and everything. So anyways, thanks again, guys. See ya.